Yeah, hi guys. Good morning once again. So this is the interview question. Recently, so we are facing this question in the interviews. So the question is like input is equal to A, B, B, C, 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 C. It is simply a Python object, string object, Python string object. So now, so here what we need to do. So we have to find out the each character's occurrence from this input string. If you take A as a character from this string, it is repeated three times. Okay. And even B two times and C four times. So we have to make a list of dictionaries for each character. And we need to take the character as the key and we need to find out the occurrence of that individual character in the string. For example, if you take the C here, the C is repeated four times. So C should be the key of the dictionary element, and so the four is as it is the count, it should reflect the value as the four as the value for this one. So we can do this in many ways, but I'm taking one method here. So that is having multiple steps also. So method one is like, so I'm taking the input string and then for this result output, I am taking the output variable also as the list object. So it is very important because it is asked like we have to prepare the list of dictionaries. So that's the reason output. I took this output variable as the list. Then now see, the input has the input type is a string object, so we have to convert into the list. For that, I am taking a list comprehension. So now the input string becomes a list, so that we can iterate to the all the elements of that particular list. And actually the list object is having one method that is called count. So using the count, we can easily count of the each occurrence of this data. Very important. So now, so here what we need to do, we need to count each letter, each characters here, characters occurrence. For that, I am taking again one more list combination. So before that, let me print the count of this particular each elements of this particular list object x comma list dot count. Count is the method. So count method is useful for counting the occurrence of that particular element in the list object. Very much very important. You need to remember. So if you run this one, now you have the counts for each character, but it is not optimized because A repeated three times, B repeated two times, and C repeated four times because this list is having all these elements in that particular list. So even you can take a look at that one. If you print this list object, if you print this list object, it will give you see this one. So as we have the all the elements repeated a three times, as we are iterating all the elements in the for loop, it is giving in this way. So in order to take each element one time without the repeatings, then we need to make it this list as we said here. Now, if you print this one this time, the elements in this particular set object will be only the three only. Here, C, A, B. Now you can use the count method in order to count how many times each letter or the character is repeated in this particular same list. See, the output is like C four times and V two times and A three times. We are nearest to the answer. So we are going to convert these two lines into the list combination once again in order to make this list of dictionaries. So I am moving this for loop and I am converting this print statement into this way. So I'm making actually the list combination once again. So here output is the variable. So we need to store the output in this one. So the list comprehension. So for x in set of list, it will be iterated as in the naive method. So now after this, so what happens? The dictionaries will be created for this list. Let us check the output of this one. Yes, we got the output. B two times 3A but 4C. But here we did not make the result as the expected way. So to do that, we have to do something like so simply you need to use the column. So this column will get you to the place where you would like to have the result in the form of list of objects. Thank you very much, guys. This is the one of the methods of doing finding the occurrence of each character from the input string. But there are other methods also. But in order to do this one, you need to know about what is actually list and list methods and what is list comprehension, what is dictionary. So we have to know all of them. So in further videos, you will be knowing all these concepts. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please subscribe and hit the like button.